We are live, episode number 79. I am your co-host, Pisky, and I am joined, as always, by the one and only Godfather. What is this?
What is this? This is what I've been reduced to since fucking hanging out with you. In my own community, this is the way I have to go out and go to Fortino's and go to Longo's, go to the Farmacia, just because of you. This is your fucking fault. Everywhere I go, hey, you're that guy. You hang out with that Positivo guy. You do the fucking podcast. This is what I've been reduced to. I gotta wear disguise.
Okay. We're gonna get to all that. We're gonna unwrap that because there feels like there's a lot to unwrap, and there is. Holy shit, there is a lot to unwrap this week. I mean, first off, I hope the sound is better. We got a couple complaints.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Godfather has got a very expensive microphone. We met up this week. I gave him the microphone that he needed to upgrade from this bullshit. A lot of people chirped us about these. I don't know. There's a lot of pro podcasters that put this into the Yeti microphone that you're using, and it works. And this has worked for me, but you know what? I have a feeling that this week my audio is going to be shit. Because I don't know, Godfather, if you saw on my Instagram story that I just posted, usually I'm in a phone booth doing this stuff, right? I've gone to Scotiabank, WeWork, phone booth for the first, I think, 8 episodes or 7 episodes. Last week, I was here in the Liberty Village, WeWork, but they put one of those blockers. Remember I was complaining about it out of the gate last week?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you paying for? Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So I got cute this week, and I'll show you. I brought a trusty little screwdriver. So I got in there, and I'm like, yeah, you guys want to get cute, WeWork? And I unscrewed the block for the plugs. But, dude, they took the entire plug right out. There's nothing but wires. There's nothing but wires in there right now. I put it on my story on Instagram. They outsmarted me. I thought I was going to outsmart them. Speaking of smarts, what do you think of my newly acquired turtleneck I got on here?
Let me see the fold in the fucking collar.
What do you think? No, it's a new school. It's a new school turtleneck. So it's
called
nice
a
cut
mock
off.
neck.
No.
Neck.
Listen, this is not 1984 anymore. This is a modified new age turtleneck. So I'm looking classy. You're looking classy as always. So you're welcome, everyone.
Yeah,
I stepped it up a notch.
You like this stuff,
Take that off. What are you doing? Enough is enough. Get serious.
Okay, maybe the hat is overkill. Listen, I fucking wish I had hair like this. What are you talking about? Just
if you had hair like that, I think we'd still be, bar hopping along St. Clair West somewhere, and your family life would be a wreck.
those were the days. Anyway, okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you must be sweating fucking bullets right now.
Bullets.
If you're not watching us on YouTube, folks, or wherever you catch your podcast, if it's just audio, you might want to go take a look. You might want to switch it up because a lot of people have complimented us, and thank you to our followers and listeners that have reached out and said this podcast just got 5x better. 5x is actually undercutting it a bit. People have said way higher than that. Seeing your guys' faces, I know you don't like it.
I don't like it.
Look at this. Every episode, I give, I guess you guys can't see that, but I send the Godfather a roadmap. And usually it used to be like a day in advance or something like that, but then I find everything too scripted. And I don't like scripted. I like genuine reactions. So I started off with, we're going to start with our day at WeWork. The Godfather came downtown Toronto and hung out with me for a day, which was a lot of fun. And we'll get to that in a sec. But my second point in the roadmap was that 2 crowd questions for the Godfather, and he gave me shit about it. He's like, no,
Fucking right.
no, I'm not fucking
No.
doing this live. I'm not being put on the spot. I don't like that shit. But I told him,
You
fuck
know
you
I
too
don't
bad.
fucking roll. I don't roll that way. You know I don't roll that way. You just like breaking my fucking balls. That's the problem.
Yeah, well,
Okay, and I don't like this video fucking shit. Hurry up and monetize this shit. You know how much
I
fucking razors cost? I gotta shave once a week. During the pandemic, I was shaving once every 3 months, or when I visited my mom, whichever one came first.
dude, I'm working on it. I'm working. It's not easy, man. I just monetized some of this content creation for the first time. I've been doing it for 3 years, every fucking day of my life. 3 years. And I just finally, a little bit of fucking income came in, which is great. And now I got a taste of it. Now I'm like, oh my God, the train is not stopping. We're continuing forward here.
This social media is full of fucking really fucked up people, huh? Get out!
Yeah, no, but we've met a lot of beauties, and we're going to talk about some of those beauties today. Godfather, okay, let's get going here. Day at WeWork. You came downtown Toronto. I've been touting the fuck. WeWork, sign me up. When you get your finances sorted, sign me up. We could make a great partnership. You could, chip in and help make this podcast better because we're still look how rinky dink we are. We're still fucking got this shitty ass logo in the top corner. The lighting is all fucking garbage. There's fucking the shine on my forehead, or we have audio problems every week. We're still bare level. So WeWork, you gotta help us out. You gotta toss us a bone here.
Listen,
what did you think? WeWork, Scotia Plaza. What did you think?
I look at a lot of other fucking podcasts. Okay, they're not that fucking. This is not rinky dink. Okay, I don't put my. Anyway, no.
Thank you.
WeWork,
Scotia Plaza. I've been touting it. I've been saying it is
Plaza.
nice. What do you think?
Scotia Plaza was really nice. Okay, 41st floor, the view. But there's too many happy people there. Everybody's so important. Everybody's like...
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
see
true.
too many of them.
You got there at 8 a.m. You cannot tell me that there's people walking around the path because I've been in that Union Station walk up the path to Scotiabank. There are a ton of people, and they do not have happy looks on their face. They look like robots, and they are walking very it seems like they're not in a happy place. I don't know. You're telling me you saw nothing but smiling faces in the fucking path.
Perhaps you misunderstood my connotation of happy.
Oh.
There was too much strangeness for me.
What are you talking about? Too much strangers for you. You're like one of the biggest fans of Fremont Street in Las Vegas. So you're gonna sit here and tell me that you don't like strange? Come on, give me a break. It gets no, dude. Well, how the fuck can you hang out with me then?
Out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, no shit. And you're welcome because I think I've been doing that to you for 15 years. Taking you out of your comfort zone, you remember on some of the lunch adventures we used to go on at the OLG, right? Wait, we're eating pizza from where was it? The Middle fucking East or something? I don't know.
Lebanese pizza.
That place wasn't bad. That place wasn't bad. Not big enough though. We're value guys. We like big fucking pizzas. We like leftovers, and this place was personal size. It doesn't do it for us.
Anyway,
but man,
Scotiabank Plaza was nice. Scotiabank Plaza is nice. I mean, at least if you want to go fucking eat, I mean, no shortage of fucking places. You want to grab an espresso, I mean, you can do better than Aroma fucking cafe, whatever.
Well, okay, give them a shout out. We have no affiliation to coffee places yet. What was the place that you got in the morning before I got there?
Pilot Coffee Roasters.
Good? Solid? Better than the 6.5 at Aroma you gave.
Yeah. I probably would have given it minimum 7.5 to 8.
Come on. Yeah. Dude, that's one of the best of all time.
It was good. It was
right now in the archives. I still haven't posted this one yet, but your best espresso review was the lounge at Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, the one that was fucking what, $10? Fucking shit.
Okay. So if you guys are lost, the Godfather and I like to do espresso reviews. You can find them on the at Pisky Positivo TikTok page or the Instagram page. I don't usually share them on Twitter. Twitter, man, oh man, I'm still, very delicate with Twitter because there is a lot of fucking wolves out there that like to chew people up and spit them out. And it's happened to me a few times. It does not feel good.
Yeah.
And, we'll get to the Twitter stuff a little bit later in this episode. You guys know what I'm talking about if you've been following what the fuck has been happening to us in the last 24, 48 hours. Okay, so let's go on and tell them.
WeWork.
Let's tell them the story.
Plaza.
I walk in, the Godfather's like, get there early. It's fucking work time. Get there early. I woke up a little bit early. I was still a little bit late. My apologies, Godfather. So I walk into the revolving door at Scotia Plaza. I didn't even see you sitting there, by the way.
No,
But
I
there's
know.
a nice-
I
there's-
thought you across the street. I
Yeah.
said, there's a guy with Lululemon pants on. Gotta be him.
The most comfiest pants. That's another fucking sponsor we should get in bed with. The ABC joggers. Anyways, I walk in, not paying attention to anything, and then, there's this fucking well-dressed gentleman sitting on the couch looking at me going like this. And it's the Godfather, so, I'm like, oh, sorry, G. And he looks me up and down. I got a hoodie on. I got my ABC joggers. And that's how you show up to a meeting?
I know.
But
That's the
WeWork,
truth.
WeWork is good for that. You can just show up as is and comfy, man. Comfy.
Comfy.
Anyways, I walk in and immediately, I see this well-dressed, very large-looking security guard standing next to everyone's favorite, the Godfather here. So obviously, got to break balls right out of the gate. I'm like, hey, this guy been behaving himself. And the security guard cracked a little smile, and he's like, so far he's been okay. So, fucking go, we have a good little laugh. And then the security guard bends over and he goes, I gotta ask. He goes, do you two do sports betting stuff on like TikTok and YouTube? And the Godfather and I look at each other. We obviously start bursting out laughing. And we're like, no fucking way. And he's like, man, I've been following you guys. I'm on TikTok. I love what you're putting out there. He pumped our tires pretty good. And
he pointed at me and said, "You're the Godfather." I don't want that kind of recognition.
Hilarious. So he went on to DM me and said it was a pleasure meeting us. And, I had to blast it on my story on Instagram. Nice. Shout out to Security Scott. And he told us, if you ever need some protection, some extra protection, you let me know. I'm your guy. So the familia, you can never have too much protection. And shout out to Scott, the security guard. He is now a friend of ours. And that was awesome. That was a great way to start our day at WeWork at Scotia Plaza. I just got like an alert saying my Wi-Fi something or other is fucked up. So there might be some choppiness now. I don't know. It's failure across the board. We're going to have to get in touch, I think, with maybe the Circle Off boys and tell them to fucking give us their studio to do our podcast in. This is fucked. Anyways, I hope it's good, but we'll see in the editing. So, then we went up. Beautiful view. The Godfather loved it. Nice, beautiful space right next to the espresso machine. How many espressos do you have at WeWork?
For the entire day?
Yes.
I'm going to say, I think I stopped counting at around 6 doubles, plus a Lavazza drip coffee when we moved spots there for just that little, right? But 6 minimum.
6 minimum. You're a beast. You're a beast. I don't know how you do that, honestly. I have a caffeine sensitivity. You can see I do keep drinking coffee, but I got to be careful with it, man. It's fucking with my sleep and stuff. I got to be careful with the caffeine.
Come on. I have a double before I go to sleep. What are you talking about?
You're crazy. So let's just wrap up WeWork here. The Godfather and I are sitting there, and we do some daily betting and whatnot, and we're kind of analyzing our numbers and exploring new alternatives. We got some new, potential offers in the sports betting space, which was really nice. So we're just shooting the shit about that, and then all of a sudden, we have another individual that walks up to us.
Yeah.
And we're sitting in this booth, like face to face. So this guy walks up, and he's like, I gotta ask. same intro as Security Scotty. Same intro. He's like, I gotta ask, do you guys do YouTube the TikTok stuff? And again, we start laughing. And shout out to Arsenal Andre. he was the gentleman that and I call him Arsenal. So everyone gets a nickname. That's the way we remember these people.
That's
But
right.
Arsenal Andre, I recognize he reached out on TikTok and sent me just a quick DM. Pleasure meeting you guys. Big Arsenal fan, big soccer fan. Says he's in doing a lot of soccer betting. So he's followed some of the tips that I put out on TikTok. And I recognized his profile pic when he reached
Sure.
out. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, no. And he has been there since the very beginning. So shout out to Andre.
Oh, okay.
It's a pleasure meeting him.
He seemed like a good kid, but
Yeah, yeah. So,
yeah, I'm
and
not
his,
down.
go
Not
ahead.
down with these people coming up. Okay, I don't like it. I'm the guy in the elevator in a condo that people come in. Hello, goodbye. What floor? No other fucking questions, Chris.
Well, that was a pretty cool experience. And thank you for coming down. We obviously, did the full experience after we finished our daily business in the betting space. We went out for, you gotta go out for a post-work drink, explore
Yeah.
happy hour a little bit. So obviously we went to the keg. Keg, please sign us up already. Jesus, how much exposure have I been given to the keg steakhouse and bar? Another one.
You?
Yes.
Absolutely. You should
Yeah.
be on, without question.
They don't want people with jerseys in their bar, and I kind of get that. But there's like a better style of sports better out there.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You never watch Two for the Money when you got Matthew McConaughey in the nice suit and Rob.
Yeah.
It's not De Niro. It's who's the other one?
Pacino.
Pacino. Fuck. Pacino. Yeah, they're all dressed nice. They're going to fancy restaurant. That's what I'm trying to portray here. But I don't know. But anyways, yes, we went for a cocktail there. Beautiful.
The
Dude,
Negronis were good.
you pounded 3 Negronis. That's insane.
Why
My
is
bad.
that insane? Why is that insane?
Hung titties if I pound 3 Negronis.
You're
Guaranteed hung
light.
titties.
You're a lightweight.
I am. I am. Okay, so that's it. Would you come back again? That's my last question for WeWork downtown.
Well, now that my wife works downtown, just off the path, yeah, I would.
Yeah, congrats to Nat. Nat, a beautiful new employment opportunity that, yeah, she's going to be right down there, and that's great news.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
amazing. We
absolutely.
get to do it more often. Nice. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. And honestly, for all those asking, like, Pisky, why don't you just stay home? The amount I get done more at WeWork, that's brutal grammar in English, but I honestly, it's 10x. Because if I'm at home, my girlfriend works at home, I'm getting the fucking Wi-Fi signal thing again here. This is brutal. But my girlfriend works at home. She cooks up some toast or something in the kitchen, and I'm immediately down there. I'm sniffing around, and then I'm tickling her and shit like that. Like
Well,
I
that's
can't
your
stay
see.
focused.
You see, there's your problem. There's your problem. Keep your
Women.
fucking keep your hands to yourself. You'll be less distracted.
Okay, Godfather. 2 questions from last episode.
Okay, everybody.
I promised everyone that I would bring the recording of the guy that I caught past posting. I just remembered that right now, and I didn't bring it, so I apologize for that. I will get it eventually. The first question is from a friend of ours, Johnny Portuguese. He reached out. Shout out to Johnny Portuguese. He reached out
Hey,
and said
John.
he said he loved the podcast. So you know what I mean. We got to shine some light there. He's a good friend of ours. Helps us with all our pools here in Toronto and stuff. And okay, before we get into the question, how much fun was it when we went for lunch
Oh,
at the bar that Johnny Portuguese used to run? Uh,
he no
and
longer runs it. He no longer runs it.
he's
Oh,
moved
that.
on. He's moved on. He's helping out the rec room down here in the rec room right beside Steam Whistle and shit like that. It's a very like touristy bar downtown Toronto.
The downtown saw me for the first time in 35 years the other day.
And yes, we had to go there one afternoon when we were working at Proline, and man, oh man, they had a bunch of guys in there that were
I
just
loved it.
infatuated with the ponies.
I loved
So
it.
Johnny had horse racing on, and they were betting fucking dollars at a time. It was so funny,
It was
and the
beautiful.
Godfather got right into it. You loved it. You loved
Oh,
it.
I love. Are you kidding me?
Go where the sank. Go where the sank.
Yeah, man, that was great. You have five guys at a bar and they're putting down toonies just
Toonies,
just before post. That's
yeah,
awesome. That's
yeah.
awesome.
It was you know what, good, clean fun, hilarious. But yeah, so Johnny Portuguese wanted to know. I wasn't there. Okay, so this does not fall on my shoulders. But when you were at the Lottery Corporation at Proline, there was some sort of English soccer match that was kept open like 3 hours past post. Is this your fault, or I don't
No,
want to point fingers here, but were
no,
you there
it
when it
was.
happened? Let's just put
It,
it that way.
I was not in sports at the time. Okay, I was in draws audit, right? Yes, I was with the Lottery Corp. Okay, this was pre fucking computers that this happened. Okay, okay, we were getting a Reuters telex field. Look
Nice.
that up. You
I don't
can
even know what that
see
is.
that we're using. It's basically like a fucking ticker tape. The games were fucking played the day before. The no fucking tape in the machine. Like we're talking 1988, pre-technology. Okay,
Okay,
so
so it definitely did happen.
it did happen. It did happen, but let me tell John and some of your other followers asking you indirectly, trying to get me to answer on fucking social media. You know, was the Godfather there? How much did they lose? Okay, first of all, people when it comes especially to sports,
Yep.
lie. Everybody's going to tell you I made $200,000 on those fucking stupid idiots. Blah blah blah. First of all, our total liability exposure, okay, was below what one guy was saying he made, and I would
Okay.
know. Okay, so don't argue with me. I would know. Okay, because I
Okay.
was I was the numbers guy. All right, so yeah, we lost. Yeah, it was a mistake, and actually, it was a good mistake
How was it a good
because
mistake?
it was a good mistake because it finally allowed the suits to say we need some fucking technology here. You know,
Oh, so they
something that people used in the fucking 60s and 70s when the first fucking Apollo mission went to the moon. We can't use that for fucking information in this fucking thing because the English, okay, change. They're the only fucking league that doesn't believe in celebrating our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ's birthday. They play during Christmas.
That's when it happened on Christmas?
Yes, it was the Christmas weekend. So games that were supposed to be played on fucking Christmas Day because of a snowstorm, they played the night before on Christmas Eve, and Boxing Day games were fucking played on Christmas. The fucking Reuters telex feed, OLG, ain't gonna be able to keep up with that, G.
Okay, moving forward, Godfather, we have another question from DJ Frankie Figs on TikTok. I think it's generally a new follower, but he caught me talking about something to do with the old G. I made a TikTok this week about cashing tickets because someone said, "What the fuck?" I think it was him actually. He said, "What the fuck?" I go to a convenience store and they won't cash my $100 ticket. Right. And I went on to tell him, I'm like, that's not an OLG problem. That's a retailer problem. They don't have any cash on hand. So we've gone back and forth a little bit. I told him to check out this podcast. So he's going to be pretty fired up that I mentioned him by name. But he went back and forth with customer service at the Lottery Corporation. And Godfather, besides that little time frame that you and I were forced into customer service during the pandemic when there was no sports, customer service at the Lottery Corporation is not top notch. Okay, can we agree on that?
Throw people making a living under the bus. What's the matter? What do you mean not top notch? The customers aren't top notch either.
That's true. That's true. That's
Okay,
fair.
all
Okay,
right.
but DJ Frankie Figs started chatting in. Do we know a thing or two about customer service chat at the Lottery Corporation? I think we do.
Unfortunately, we
We
do.
do.
Yes.
Okay. So he said he was pissed off, obviously, about not being able to cash his ticket.
Well,
And
yeah. Listen. I've had family members call me up and says, you know,
Yeah,
you are at the gas station not giving me my money.
yeah, and this isn't a fucking Banfield Group $999 cashing ticket, right? This was $160 or something like that. Don't shake your head at me like that. Um, so he chats into the Lottery Corp, and they give him this response, and I want to read it and let me know what you think of it. The intent is to do our part in keeping our retailers as safe as possible. Having cash in hand would not be the safest option. Cheers. So I want to dissect this. First of all, what do you think of that response?
Well, it's a
Thumbs up,
very
thumbs down.
thumbs down because it's a very corporate response, obviously, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, there you
for
go.
them.
But when you were doing your little pillage act, unbeknownst to me, I might add, when you were doing that little act, what retailers did you have the most success with? The
I had my
ones that
friends.
yes, the ones that you carved out a relationship, right?
Correct. Otherwise, I had the same problem. There was no way
Otherwise,
I
you'd
could
have the
take.
same
Yeah,
problem. And this is a
yeah.
problem across the board that, you know,
I mean, but Godfather, come on, having
yeah,
a nickel in the till. Like I know the economy is shit right now. I know a lot of people are struggling in this country, in this
I
province,
know.
whatever. But
I
is
wouldn't
is
like it.
is
So
is,
I
is
can't.
having a nickel in the cash register dangerous? Correct
Well,
me if
in
I'm wrong.
today's world, yes, probably it is. With all these
You know,
fucking morte divam out there not fucking working and just crime being rampant just because,
I
maybe it is. But I agree. I'm not going to sit here and take the OLG side. A guy shows up with 100. DJ Frankie shows up. Give the fucking guy his money. It's $160, right? He shouldn't have to go to 3 or 4 different stores before he finally finds, you know,
no.
someone to pay him out.
But that is the trick though. Once you make a friend, once they see, because the retailers get a percentage. The retailers get 2%
Yes,
of whatever they
yes.
cash for you. They get
Oh
5%
yeah.
on the buy and
Oh,
2% on the cash.
Mr. OLG knowledgeable here. Yes, of
Well,
course. Well, I'm glad
I
you
made
learned something
I
there.
made a lot of friends in 2021. Let me tell you,
Yes, I
okay?
bet you did.
I helped people through the pandemic, and
Yeah.
it obviously was not just me. I'm not taking all the credit. But yes, there were a lot of people that were very fond of the Banfield Group in 2021. And everyone's still fond of the Banfield
You
Group.
know
Don't get me
what?
wrong.
What I would say to DJ Frankie then is, just do a
Make
couple of
friends.
rounds. Do a couple of rounds. Find yourself a retailer that's a high volume
Yeah.
Proline retailer because
Something in like a mall, usually. There's a lot of
yes,
in and out, right?
a
Yeah.
kiosk, something like that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get turned down for $1.60 at those places. But if you go to some small convenience store,
Yeah. Like a
half
Petro
half an
Canada.
hour after they've after they've
Yeah.
opened, it's circumstance. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like that response from the OLG either.
Good.
Don't give out these corporate answers.
That
Pull
drove
out the
me
other
nuts. That
pull
drove
out
me
the
nuts.
other corporate answer. Please contact us personally and we'll see what we can do. And then you can talk. But when you put that shit out there, of course, people are going to get pissed off. And then people in the social media say, oh, who do I know on social media that's always pissed off at the oh, that fucking Pisky Positivo guy, that guy.
You know what? I'm a fair person. They deserve a lot of what they get. Because of that corporate shit. I cannot stand corporate jargon like that. It makes me uncomfortable. I think it's the reason why I have skin issues.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. Even that's the OLG's fault. Yes.
Okay, a little inside
Yeah.
joke.
And,
Go on my
yeah.
TikTok. You'll
Like,
see
what are
what's
you
going
like?
on there.
What's the matter? Don't do social media like that, please,
Come on.
please,
Dude,
please.
it doesn't matter what you do as long as you're
People,
consistent.
people from Chateauguay, your hometown, not mine, your hometown, messaging me. What's he doing?
Good. That's called
What's he?
engagement.
What's he doing? Straighten them out. People that you drink beers with on those train tracks in Chateauguay are contacting me about the shit you're doing.
Yeah, well,
Smarten up.
I'm pretty sure I
Smarten up.
know I'm pretty sure I know who that came from, and I'm pretty sure I saw that he sent you a picture showing how cold he is in the winter, and he was all bundled up with a nice
Yeah.
warm beverage.
Yes, yes. I got that picture as well
What?
this
Okay,
morning, and I responded, okay, because
with
I'm not
this?
one. No, I'm not one to shy away from an argument or a discussion or a problem from anybody. I told them, nice ass kicking. I have never been so fucking embarrassed of the fucking black and gold like I have been the last 5 fucking days. In 5 days, we lost to two win teams.
Yeah.
I can't watch football this weekend. Don't ask me to track nothing because I'm
You
not
guys,
watching.
you guys missed it. The Godfather was so fucking hot on Sunday. We got clobbered. You know, we made some bets. We got clobbered on Sunday, and a lot of the bets were again no for the over in the Steelers. And the Godfather was so fucking pissed. I actually had to mute him. I had to mute him. I let him cool off. It was crazy, and
You
everyone's
muted me. You
yeah,
muted me,
dude, you're
motherfucker.
fucking losing your mind because
Yeah.
not only is it losing bets, like no one likes to lose
I
money. Let's be
I
honest.
listen. I listen to your skin problems. You can't listen to my fucking problems.
It's the Steelers on top of it. So it was like a double whammy, and this
Yeah.
guy went ballistic. And okay, there was a little bit of an insider joke there. Shout out to Black Bull Pete and Chattagee. Uh-oh, I'm losing light here. What the fuck is going on? They're
Like
kicking me out. Look at this. Look at
you
this.
look at this. Look
I
at
gotta
this.
stand up for something. Oh, there
Look
we
at
go. We're
this.
back. Oh,
Look at this.
perfect.
You pay that kind of coin for
Dude,
this.
they're
No
in bankruptcy.
electricity. You got to bring a screwdriver. They black you out.
They're in bankruptcy court. They're cutting
Listen,
corners here. You know what I mean?
that's
I'm not
it.
making enough movement.
New
Anyways,
process. A new process. Fridays, my house in Vaughan, 487.
the
Power doesn't go
compound.
off. The power doesn't go off. Nobody tells us fuck all. 'Cause those are the rules.
Shout out to Black Bull Pete. He is my buddy in Chateauguay, and he sent the Godfather a nice little cozy picture of him in full Patriots gear after the game last night, a Patriots mug and everything. So that's the inside joke there. Moving along. Okay, shout
Move
out.
it
Yeah,
along. Move
again,
it along.
DJ Frankie
Okay.
Figs.
Hey.
Thanks for the
Yes.
follow. Yeah.
Thank you, Johnny Portuguese. I'm
Johnny
really glad
Portuguese
to hear.
Cement.
Really glad to hear you're on your feet, and we'll
He
come
says
and
he
pay you a
likes you. I
visit.
don't know why everyone fucking likes you.
People
It doesn't
like
make
me.
sense. I do all the heavy lifting here.
Oh, there you go. I do all the heavy lifting. Okay, let's go. Move.
Okay, the Ontario Sportsbook of the Week, ladies and gentlemen. Every episode of this podcast, it's turned into this. We didn't create this; it created
We did
itself.
not. No,
The
we didn't.
Ontario Sportsbook of the Week is Bwin. And this came out of the woodworks, folks, because I signed up there maybe 2 weeks ago. Not even
Yeah.
week, 10
Yeah.
days, 10 days ago. And everything was going strong. Everything was going fine. They are an MGM skin. Sorry, I mispronounced that. Skin. So MGM, BetMGM, Sports Interaction, Bwin, exactly the same. Maybe not like exactly. I'm pretty sure it's exactly.
Pretty close.
It is very close. So I went in there. I was so excited because MGM has been cutting me and cut me and cut me every fucking week. So when I realized that they were the same as BetMGM, I'm like, oh baby, they are great for live betting, and they are great for a lot of the other shit that we've been betting. Godfather, and this was a great out. This was a great out. I deposited my Interact transfer maximum of $2,500. That's not a
Were
flex
these
or
the
anything.
guys?
That's what?
Were these the guys that lost your deposit?
No, Betway.
Oh, okay.
And I'm sure everyone's
Bet
curious
this
about
bet win.
how
Okay.
this is Bwin.
Oh, B win. Okay.
They're a European joint. Very,
Yeah.
very European until you switch it to American odds and shit like that. No, Betway I've been super fucking delicate with. Like I'm talking Godfather,
Gotta be
I'm talking like a lot of like nice, gentle floor play, like missionary position, just nice.
Hey.
Nice.
I know. I want to
I've
hear
been
about
very
it.
delicate with Bwin. I think I've only made 3 or 4 bets there. So I know everyone's warnings like, Pisk, you're not even going to last a week there. It's nice and delicate. We're just being gentle with them, okay? So Bwin, I wasn't gentle with. Bango, you're MGM. Bango, let's go. 1K live bets. Well, it backfired. Yes and no. Listen, 14 bets. That's what I lasted.
That's it?
14. So, ladies and gentlemen, they are number 2 on the podium. Power Play Sportsbook, it was 6 bets. Bwin, 14 bets. They are number 2 on the podium for the Ontario's most pathetic sportsbook. I'm going to start.
You sent me a picture. Are they the $1.50 people?
$1.50 max now. Yeah, that's what that's what it's come down to. So I can't even at least DraftKings. My DraftKings account is pretty much dead, but at least live betting they still give me 400 sides, 200 on totals. I can still fuck around with that a little.
You can still operate like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can still do a bit there. But those $1.50, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
So the record, ladies and gentlemen, 10-4.
10-4, not gentle.
I'm gonna say the numbers. I was up, a decent amount on them, but please do not take this as a brag. This is not bragging. This is just the units. Yeah, this is just the units that I'm playing, and this is what the balance got to. So 10-4 was the record. $2,500 in, 6,332 out. So I think if my math is correct, that's like a plus 38.32. I do got to give props. Very easy in and out. Asked for it one day, pay out the full balance, withdraw the full balance. It was in my bank the next day.
All 3,800?
No, all 63.32.
Oh, that's
32. Yeah. So
well, you know what? You're shit at one thing, being a sports book, but you're good at least customer service.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And again, the internet sign is here. I am praying that when I edit this, it isn't shit. You're losing me? Are you losing me?
Oh, you're still good. No.
Okay, it's gone now. I'm nervous as fuck. I'm starting to sweat now because of this. And guys, I apologize. Like I said, the podcast will get better and better. If I gotta bring a fucking Ethernet wire and attach it to the front desk here at WeWork, I will do that for you guys. But you got to understand, this is new for us, growing pains, and I apologize in advance because I know
we're not pros. We're recreational bettors, and we're recreational podcast people.
Yes,
hello,
absolutely. We're just fucking around here, so you got to go with it. So that's what it is. That's the story of Bwin. Power play, the most pathetic.
Still number 1.
Bwin number 2, and then
Tony.
I think
Tony
bet. Tony's 20 bets was 20 bets.
Can't fucking remember now.
Tony might be shittier. Okay, we're going to go over the power rankings. The Godfather and I are going to put our heads together. We're going to come up with some severe power rankings for you guys. And but yes,
listen, I think Bwin and Tony can be.
I think Tony was shittier.
Yeah, I think Tony's 2, and we'll put Bwin at 3. Power play number 1, 100%.
Oh, that's what the fuck are you doing? So someone let us know. I don't know. I think it might be our buddy over in Mississauga.
We don't have any buddies.
Let's just put that out. Our friendship circle online is getting bigger, and I shout out to all the boys. You guys are awesome. You're making this a lot of fun, and it gets more and more fun by the day. But it also gets more and more distracting. But no, someone let us know that Fitz Theirs is the same as power play.
Who's?
So maybe Fitz Theirs, FITZDARES, Fitz Theirs. I don't know. It's another one on the list. We're going to get there eventually. So you never heard of it?
I'm not depositing in some fucking place that sounds like some sort of restaurant or something. Come on, let's go.
Okay. Anyway, so that's it. There's your little breakdown of Bwin. Besides the in and out, that was very easy.
2 weeks.
But they are an MGM, so you know what? Go in there and fucking plow them. And they were nice. They were taking nickels and dimes easily. It's not like this bullshit Tony bet where you got to be super fucking delicate. With bet with it, they would take a bet. It doesn't last very long.
Maybe in our lifetime, iGaming people will maybe start earning their keep, and I don't know, maybe implement a baseline bet for everybody. You know what I mean? Maybe just something. Give everybody like a hundo to like 200. Like we can still make it work.
Yeah.
But this $1.50 bullshit. Come on, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, there should be minimum. Like I said, it's multi-billion. Are they billion-dollar corporations? I don't know. I don't fucking take my word for it, but
I
they
mean,
got a lot of
it's
money.
they got they shouldn't be
And
doing this fucking bullshit.
99% of bettors lose. So I'm not saying open up your fucking legs and let sharps pound you to death.
Oh no,
Okay,
listen,
I'm not saying
I
that.
mean,
But
how
like,
much fucking how much
give us
heat?
nickels. Give
How
us
much heat did we
nickels.
used to take when when we would have to take off something off the board at the OG?
Yeah, that was our only line of
You
defense. Yeah, you had the full
yes,
game. Yeah.
precisely. We're fighting a battle with two arms and a leg held,
We're we're
tied
giving these
behind
guys
our back.
we're giving the
So
OG too much screen time. What are we doing
yeah,
here?
okay.
Why
Well,
are we
let's move on.
backbreaking here?
Okay, move on. Let's
Next,
go.
next, next question I have, Godfather, is just because it's just for you because you're
First of all,
you
you
fought.
said two questions, and I don't know. This is like three or four already.
No, this one isn't intrusive or anything. This is actually I need the knowledge. This NBA in-season tournament thing. I
Yeah.
can you please explain it to me? I have no idea what it is.
Buddy, I didn't even fucking know what was going on until our friend Shalom plus TV
Yeah.
um, started posting about, hey, tiebreakers are points scored and teams are going to, run up the score. And if you remember Chicago, Toronto, DeRozan didn't take too kindly to, I think, Siakam trying to put up another bucket. So I didn't even
Okay.
know this shit was going on, let
Oh,
alone, you
really? I
know,
thought you would have known for sure. And
no,
yeah,
not really.
shout out to our buddy Plus EV. He highlighted, and I did a TikTok
Yes.
about it to help people out. He
Yeah.
highlighted that live betting algorithms might be out of whack because of this tournament,
Yeah.
right? When you have a
Yeah.
team, there was some sort of point differential that mattered. So if you had a team that was, kicking ass by 20, they needed to win by 24. They're going to play very differently in the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
which is great info. I
Y-
just don't know what is this? What is this
I,
tournament?
I caught wind of it. You know how I caught wind of it? You're gonna laugh, okay? Because I'm trying to win my sixth
Oh,
consecutive basketball fantasy league. So
here
I
we go.
caught wind of it. I caught wind of it when usually the schedule you only had Thursday night on TNT was NBA night, okay, and that was the only night of the week where there was only three maximum games, two highlight games, right? An
Yeah.
8 o'clock and a West Coaster, right? All of a sudden, on a couple of days, I'm like, why the fuck do I have nobody playing on a Wednesday? And I go look, and there's only two games on a Wednesday. And then I'm looking at in tournament.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I have to look it up.
So
That's
it
the only
doesn't
way I
count.
figured out.
So it doesn't count in fantasy.
No. The points and your standings count up and until the final game. So the final now is the Lakers and the Pacers. Okay, whoever wins that game, you don't get an extra win in the win-loss column. And for fantasy, Yahoo sent me because they have me on speed dial. They sent me an email saying points scored in this game is not going to count for fantasy.
Oh, so now you confuse me even more. We
How?
we look like fucking dummies here. But like, so you're telling me these games count in the regular season standings,
Yes,
but
yes.
there's a
What's unclear
tournament,
about that? Yes.
but it's also a tournament. What is the point? What are we doing here?
There you win. It's in Las Vegas. It's a neutral site game.
Of course,
So
LeBron. Of course, like
yeah, of
you know,
course, of
jump up
course.
his,
So there's
at
an
speed.
there's an in-season tournament trophy. So
But
basically,
what is the point? What is the benefit to like make it more competitive?
yes. The point is, the point is for all the Kawhi Leonards and all these guys taking November, December, January, February off, right?
Yeah.
That if the teams have something to play for, people are going to be more competitive, and fans are going to buy into it. It's
Okay.
it's
What do they win? They win money?
yes,
Oh,
it's like a
okay.
500K or something. There was a quote today by LeBron saying, "Should you be taking charges at your age?" And his response was, well, for that 500K, yeah, I will.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
there's extra
So,
money.
well,
They're playing for a trophy.
wow, weird. Is
Weird.
this the first league to do something like this? Or are
So
they
this is the
trying to
first.
are they trying to replicate like what happens in Europe with the soccer and all the different cups that
I
they go?
think it's a replication,
Okay.
but this is the first year in the NBA because you would know about it too.
Yeah, yeah, I was completely lost. Okay,
Yeah,
so I want to apologize to everyone for being a complete. I don't have a clue, and
it's the
it still
first year,
really doesn't
whatever.
make sense to me. Yeah, so a little apology there, but thank you for
Yeah,
clarifying. I'm a little bit more intelligent in the space now. Thank you, Godfather.
you're very
Um,
welcome. I'm loving this microphone. I feel more confident
you feel
now that
powerful, yeah.
people
Well,
are actually going to hear what the fuck I have to say. You
well,
made
that makes
5 podcasts go by.
that makes one of us because I'm fucking nervous as fuck. I keep getting these alerts with the fucking your Wi-Fi signal is not great, so I'm sweating bullets. I feel like it's
And
gonna be
we
shit when I go to
and we
edit it. And
better we better apologize for all the swearing we're doing on this episode too.
it's
Sorry.
hot, yeah. All right. Well,
Well,
if it's
after
taking
last night I knew, and then you're pissing me off all day, running around with your new internet friends. Like, fuck, come on, man.
well, this will perfect segue to our next topic, which is what's been going on fucking Twitter. Like, oh my god. So I will tee it up. I'll tell you guys what happened. I've been trying this new thing, a daily vlog. Okay. I got the idea of, I got to give credit where credit is due. You know who made me do this or gave me the idea of doing this? Our buddy GRP wins. I got to give it to George out in Chicago. Like this guy, you know, he is so wholesome and he is just fucking hilarious. And I love his take on things. And this guy is just putting himself out there. And you know
Tell me
what?
something. Sorry to interrupt. Tell me something. Why, why that poor man have such a target on him?
Because there's a lot of wolves on gambling Twitter that are,
Wolves.
uh, dude.
These are
But they're
puppies. They're
yeah, no,
puppies.
but they fucking attack, and a lot of them are fucking smart. I'll give it to them. They're smart. They're a lot smarter than you or I in this fucking space, and they defend it. They defend their fucking ground like maniacs, and they've attacked me a few times. I've said a couple stupid things, so a little bit of my fault, but I'm learning the ropes.
Oh
I'm
my
learning, you know what I
God.
mean? So anyways, um,
Anyways, thank you.
GRP wins, post shit. He's constantly posting his fucking what he's eating, his lifestyle. You know what I mean? And that's what it's about. So if I can give any advice to potential content creators out there, people that want to share their story, is okay. Forget about how much you know about the space. Like, of course, that helps. You got to know what you're talking about. You can't be a fucking dummy. But what people are attracted to, what people want to see is relatable shit. They want to see what you're doing in your life. They want to see fucking the inside of your coffee cup, the crema on the fucking espresso. They want to see WeWork. They want to see different things. They want to see what makes
Whether
you the person. Okay? So that's
whether or
what
not
we
you
would
have dog shit on your fucking feet.
that's what I put out today. It's fucking weird. It's garbage, but man, you're attracted to it because you can relate to it. Everyone has stepped in dog shit before, right? So that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm doing a daily vlog. So the Godfather and I are at this beautiful location at WeWork in Toronto. And I get the idea to say, you know what? A lot of people have been DMing me lately, asking me about buying picks. And I tell it how it is. I am not someone that has ever bought picks. I probably will never buy picks, right? I have to rephrase that a little bit because fuck, I talked about RAS a little bit, Red Angle Sports in this post, and the gentleman from RAS politely reached out and said, "Well, Pisky, you have met someone that sells picks and profits long term. I believe his name is Ed. We met at the Bet Bash networking event year one. I guess it was year two of Bet Bash, but the first year I was there. So I do have to put out an apology. I believe that,
No,
yes,
not an apology, a retraction.
retraction, not apology. Yeah,
Okay,
because
we're
I'm
not
not looking to fucking
apologizing.
shit on anyone.
Okay.
No,
No, because you
but
didn't say anything fucking wrong, by the way.
no, but
Okay.
to my defense, that fucking speed networking thing is intense. Godfather, you're going to be part of it at the next
No,
Bet
I'm
Bash.
not doing it.
Dude, it is an endurance test that I have never been before. Like some of these podcasts or endurance tests, this is next level shit because you're talking to 12 to 15 people, intelligent conversations, one after the other, and you're yelling over everyone else in this massive conference hall in Las Vegas. It's a lot. And you're boozing and all this shit that's going on at Bet Bash. So I apologize. And I don't know. So I'm telling it spade of spade. I don't know what goes into buying picks. I don't know if there's actually people out there that are selling and winning. I've never met, aside from maybe Ed from RAS, I've never met these people. All the pros that I know, they wouldn't even think of fucking selling. They are, first of all, they're crushing the industry. Okay, shout out to all the pros. And they're just the tout style. And I'm not pointing the finger at RAS because RAS does it professionally. And I've never used their service, so I don't know if they win or lose or whatever. But I am working on a kind of like playbook because I am dealing with a lot of people. Like I said, I am not talking to the pros. I have no interest in talking to the pros in this industry. My interest is talking to the people that don't even know how to make a fucking straight bet, right? The people that are maybe buying picks from these fucking scumbag touts that are wearing the gold chains, that are showing bricks of money, that are showing fucking luxury vehicle cars, and that is not RAS. That is not RAS.
Oh, okay.
RAS does it very professionally, so it's complicated, and I am generalizing, but RAS is very unique in the way they do it. I'm talking to the guys that at Money Picks or whatever. Right. I remember I used to drive over this overpass in Vegas last year, and I don't know the guy's name. And I'm not here's another thing that I mentioned on Twitter. I am not mentioning anyone by name here because I'm not giving them further because that's what they want, right? They want to be mentioned.
That's
They want to cause a
100%.
fucking shitstorm, and I'm not doing it. So I was driving over this overpass near where I was staying in Vegas last season, and there was this fucking guy with exactly what I just described: the sunglasses, the big gold chains, the stacks of money. Go to this website for my picks, and that is a fucking scam. I'm sorry, that is a fucking scam. So don't do that. So that's who I was putting it out there for, not RAS. And I even said it in the video. I said, listen, I think
you did.
RAS
Outside
might be the way
odds. Yeah.
RAS might be the way to go, and I still stand behind this. I just don't know to what extent, because I know they have severe market influence. And for a middler like me, yeah, maybe you get a RAS pick nice and hot, boom, you hammer it. The fucking board moves 3, 4, 5 points, whatever it is. They're big in college basketball, and then boom, you jump on the other side. So for me, yeah, that would be perfect if it worked. But I heard that it's tough to jump on their numbers and stuff like that. But again, this was not directed towards them. This was directed towards the scummy touts of the industry.
So distinction duly noted. Yeah.
Yes. And I did not mention anyone by name because I don't believe in that. I don't want to call people out. That's not what I'm Pisky Positivo, man. Like, I got to be fucking nice. I'm Positivo.
You've made
the only person I'm calling out by name is you.
That's okay. I got 15 years experience. I love it. Let's go. But yeah, you've made a couple of new friends since.
So, anyways, yes, this tout that I don't even know. Honestly, I've seen a couple of his videos. I actually noticed that he copied one of my videos when I was walking through Stations Casino in Vegas, and I made the mistake of showing a little bit of money. I was trying to make a point. I was not fucking bragging, but he copied this. Yeah, it's stupid. There's a learning curve to all this. But anyways, I noticed that video. I noticed a few other videos that he made, and I'm like, no, this guy is garbage. Anyways, this guy makes a video with my video, so you can do he gives 5-second clip of me, and then he comes on and talks, and he was like, he made this challenge or some sort of fucking bullshit. So. I saw that. I kind of chuckled because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. You know what I mean? Because a lot of what goes into this industry, a lot of what's in this industry amongst these guys that sell picks and even some of the pros, ego. Ego is big. My dick is bigger than yours is big in this industry, right? And I have no interest in playing that game. Like I said last episode, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. But anyways, I digress. This guy makes a fucking video kind of coming at me or whatever. So instead of making a video back, that was my first instinct. I'm like, no. I know exactly what to do with this. So I put it out to the piranhas on Twitter. because I know there are a lot of sharp people out there, and I'm like, they are going to go fucking nuts over this. And sure enough, they did. So for the last 24 hours or so, there has been this huge cock swinging match on Twitter. People are going back and forth. I'm getting a ton of new friends saying, like, can you believe these fucking assholes? Anyways, through it, I met a lot of great people. And I think that's all I want to say about it. Don't buy
Well,
picks from scamdicappers, I think is the proper term for these guys. And Spanky put out a great tweet saying
yes, he did.
something to the tune that, listen, these guys want this exposure. This is how
They
they get the
want
exposure. So
they
don't,
want the engagement.
yes,
I saw that as well.
don't take the bait. Don't give them what they're looking for, because that's what they're looking for. I know it's hard sometimes, and you want to point out the obvious and whatnot, but stay away from it and just let them fucking disappear into oblivion like they all do. So that's what we're doing. I'm not mentioning any names.
Fair enough.
And
I didn't mention his name either.
no, don't do it.
I mean, he challenged you to a $500,000 in purse event. I mean,
Stop. Look, we're just going to drop it there. Yeah,
Stop.
no, it's. Well, I'm not.
Stop. But
not
then
engaged.
was backpedaling quite a bit when I
Yes.
didn't come at you. You came at me like, but you have your business.
Stay in your lane.
We got ours, and since your business and our business don't mix, there's no reason. There's no reason for any drama. None.
Yeah. Just stay on that side of the equation and do your thing. I don't care. You know what I mean? There's a lot of gullible people in the space, a lot of desperate people in the place. All
the power to you. I mean, I've seen the comments now. I finally got, wrapped my head around what was going on. I saw some comments too, and I mean, like somebody with that kind of ego trip must not like somebody commenting that, yeah, stay away. I was down 50 units with this guy's picks. Masterclass. Right?
Yeah.
So
okay. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
let's go.
Yeah. But through this, there was one guy that went after him pretty hard. And I gotta give a shout out to our new buddy, GiantsBadgers, Aaron from DC. He was just on the Circles Off podcast. Now, I don't know
American?
if other He's American, yeah.
Okay.
So, guys, go check it out. If you want to learn a thing or two about the industry, like this is getting deep in the industry, and that's what these Circle Off guys do really well. Is they go deep. They're very smart guys, Johnny and Rob. They know how to ask the right questions, and they really went deep on this episode. So you got to go check it out. It's episode number 129.
129. It's a good episode.
It is. It is. But this GiantsBadgers kid, man, oh man, like we got talking because, we crossed paths a couple weeks ago and he's like, Pisk, go watch my episode on Circles Off because I think you'll like what you see. And I think maybe, we can do something together. And I did, and I was blown away. The kid is 22 years old and he is very knowledgeable in this space. So, yeah, it's crazy because I told him, I said, dude, at 22 years old, I was answering the phones at BetUS. Sports, Alex. So, I mean, like what he's doing is like fucking pretty impressive. But so I just wanted to highlight that. And I don't know if there's any other podcasts that recommend to go listen and watch other podcasts, but we do that. We're straight shooters. And,
we are. If something's good, good. It's good.
Yeah, you can learn a lot from those guys.
Boys.
Yeah, you can learn a lot from those guys. So go check that out. Godfather, I think we're pretty much at the finish line here. There's one more shout out that I gotta give.
No, what do you mean? We're not finished. You said we had more than an hour today.
I don't know. What you got a little extra? You got some more questions?
I'm here I'm at our listeners' disposal, not these other fucking people.
Dude,
let's go.
What do you think of our new friend Francesco Greco from Italy? Is this guy a fucking beauty or what? You guys want good content? Go follow this guy. I didn't write down his handle. What?
Bettiga Etsy wins or something.
Go check out the Godfather Pisky on Twitter, and it's one of our newest follows. Regards from Italy. Like this guy, I don't know what's going on between him and Pizzola, But
Yeah,
man, oh
that's I don't
man,
understand. Like
I think they're
somebody
funny.
yelling,
I
somebody yelling at the top of his lungs. I'm living in your head, Pizzola, rent free. I'm in your like. I'm like,
love
why
it.
is it? Why is
I
Pisky
love it.
sending me this shit? And then I'm looking. The guy, yeah, he's Italian. He's like real Italian, right?
I love it.
And I'm trying to figure out how a guy in Italy has a pseudo beef, or maybe it is a real beef. I don't fucking know. Has a beef with Rob Pizzola? I don't
I
understand.
think
How did this happen?
I have no idea. And again, I don't follow the drama and the fucking beefs and
No.
all that. And I don't listen to podcasts. I really don't. I checked out the Circles Off one. I'm glad that I did. I catch one of their episodes every now and then, but I'm not a big content consumer. I'm a content creator. There's just not enough time. When you're creating,
No.
that's another thing. When you're creating this content shit, you know how much fucking time it takes? It's
I know.
insane. It's absolutely
Sometimes it
insane.
takes me 3 hours for you to respond to a fucking
No,
message.
dude,
Come on,
it,
smarten
it,
up.
it's out of control. But you know what? I think the beef is the same kind of beef that I have with you, which is fucking lethal, lethal. Like we're at each other's necks. We want to fucking kill each other. I think that's the kind of beef because Rob posted a picture of both of them arm in arm in Toronto. So, but shout out to Francesco. It's a pleasure meeting you, my friend.
Francesco's been to Toronto.
Yes, yes.
See,
Rob posted a picture. I think this past summer.
okay,
Well, they
these are
didn't know
the
us. They just met us. So
these are the
there
things
is.
we need a piece of that action if that's what you're gonna fucking get into here.
There is a benefit to all this social media shit, and we're meeting great people. So shout out to everyone. I love the crew that we're building, and a lot of genuine people, and a lot of fucking smart people. You know what I mean? Me and you,
Yeah,
dummies, fucking
there's
Godfather.
there's not
There's a
enough
lot of
not
guys.
enough not enough hours in the day to be dealing with fucking these
Oh,
all these friends
that's
you're making.
that's another thing, man. Obviously, when shit is hot, you're kind of addicted to it because there's always stuff going on. But I got to learn to separate, man, because dude, it's time. I have a million things to do on my to-do list, right? I still gotta fucking get that shit in Greece settled. You know what I mean? I gotta become more Greek. I gotta figure out how to get a Greek tax number. That's been on my list fucking 3-4 months now. And here I am just fucking scrolling and responding and you're sending me too many fucking like videos and shit like that. You and Mikey the Runner. Mikey the Runner is the fucking meme king, and you're fucking sending me videos and cap locks and oh my god.
Okay, well, you know what?
I'm just kidding.
I thought I had a partner in common interest. Since I don't, fuck you, I won't send you nothing.
I'm just breaking balls. I'm just breaking balls. I appreciate all the communication with all you guys, and especially the Godfather. It makes all this a lot fucking easier. But I think that's it, Godfather. We're an hour plus here. We promised everyone an hour max. So closing comments. You got anything to say?
Well, this is what I gotta say. Okay, I've been with you twice in the past month. Fucking Windsor, Detroit, where we go to the casino and a guy's he's staring, and I'm like, okay, fuck. Mirabelli curse again. I'm gonna have to crack some guy fucking looking at us. I don't know what's going on. Hey, I just finished watching your episode. I just finished watching your post. You guys are the always betting guys. And now yesterday, twice. I
In
don't
one
like
day,
it.
that was pretty special.
I don't like it. So don't let me get the next time I'm gonna come down to WeWork with my afro and my hat. End of story.
I highly encourage it. Beautiful. All right, everybody. We're going to wrap it up here. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. And we'll catch you all next week.
1 second. Regards from Canada.
Francesco, you're the man.
Yeah.
Always betting. Always